We're back, and I'm here with Coach John Gibbs and star of our game tonight, Brandon Board. It's nice to have you guys both here. Brandon, happy birthday!
Thank you.
I know it's a little bit late, but I didn't get to say that to you on camera before, so that was very important to me. Congratulations, guys! Big win tonight.
Yes, thank you. Definitely. Obviously, in our league, everybody's good, everyone's tough. So anytime you can grab a division win, it's a big deal. And Stoughton is a good team. They do a lot of things that can present you with a lot of problems and challenges. So definitely a good win tonight. I was really happy with how we played.
Absolutely. And I expect we'll probably see a little bit of a different team next time you guys see them.
Yeah, they had a guy out, their leading scorer, and he was out with an injury tonight. But obviously that stuff happens over the course of a long season. We've obviously had games this year where we've had guys out, and that's all part of it over a long season. So, obviously if he's in there, then that makes them a little bit better and that much tougher. But at the same time, you play the team that's in front of you, and I thought we did a really good job of, I went into the locker room in the pregame and told them that he's out. Obviously over the last 24, 48 hours, we've done a lot of game planning geared toward him specifically. And I go in the pregame and tell these guys that he's out, and that's an immediate change in our strategy. It's an immediate change in how we're matching up and how we're going to approach the game. And I thought they did a real good job of just handling that on the fly, showed a lot of maturity, and they didn't just all of a sudden take the game for granted and think it was going to be an easy win. They came out with the same focus, the same energy. They made adjustments on the fly, and I think that just shows the maturity. We have a veteran team with a lot of seniors, and I was really proud of that because as a coach, those are the things you worry about.
I think you'll hear about that a lot when you're listening to the audio afterwards too. We were commenting the same thing about how fortunate you are to have that depth of senior talent.
Sure.
And with Gallagher also out there and moving that ball around as a junior. And you see it with those backdoor passes, with the no-look passes, with the confidence to set up that three-point shot that's coming through. We watched a lot of replays tonight with Donald going so confidently to the rim.
He's playing great.
And you too, you have the ability to take that man up at the top and try to break him down, and then when that's not there, feed that ball. I mean, it's so important. You're such a great possession game player. Watching you play.
Thank you.
But that's got to make that job so much easier for you.
Yeah, and tonight they were kind of trying to face guard me a little bit. They call it black, get up in my face and make it difficult. But tonight guys were hitting shots, so it kind of just opened up the paint for me, gave me space to operate in there, get in. Guys like Donnie, Kev, Will, Ryan, everyone stepped up, hit shots. So that's big for us. We need that.
Nope, we're gonna watch a little of your highlights. Here we go. So that was a great
and that's why on the back door, when they're playing that face guard, you have space to take it back door.
Your early three was just beautiful to watch. And then
just
again,
under control.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, Brandon obviously does a great job of getting downhill, getting to the rim, and he's a great finisher, but he's also a great passer with a lot of great vision. And I talked about it after the game Wednesday when we had Donald sitting over here. It's so nice as a coach to have your best scorers also be so unselfish. It makes us really hard to guard. We've got some guys that can really attack the lane. We've got some guys that can really shoot it. We've got some guys, some forwards that can really finish around the rim. So we've got some really nice complementary pieces. And when everybody stays unselfish and makes those extra passes, it makes us really difficult to guard. And these guys have played together for a long time now. They have a lot of chemistry, and they know where the other guy is going to be. And it's a great luxury as a coach to know that if we can get Brandon some space, he's going to make the right decision. A lot of those back doors and things that you're seeing out there, those are just reads on the fly. The guys know that that's an option, but we kind of trust them to read and make the decision on the fly, and they really do a nice job of making good decisions, and it makes them a lot of fun to coach.
So, Coach, you had mentioned that your guys changed on the fly when you went in pregame to talk about the personnel situations. They still came at you with length. They still came at you wanting to run.
They're good.
They're a high scoring team.
They are.
And they're long and tall, and they pound that middle.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, I mean, they do a lot of things that can present you with problems. When you play teams with length, that's difficult in a variety of ways. They're in passing lanes, they're contesting shots at the rim, they're contesting shots on the perimeter. But and obviously we're not the biggest team. But I thought our guys battled and competed hard, and I thought they handled it well, and they weren't afraid.
And
you saw when we took the ball strong to the rim, we were able to still be effective inside.
And the difference in the two halves, just going from the first half, we had a few softer takes settling in, to the third quarter we came out, had some strong takes right off the bat. And then late in the game, same thing. We started taking it back strong to the hoop, and You see the difference right there.
And
That puts a team away.
That was a big focus at halftime. We talked about being more consistent. I thought in the first half it was mixed. We had some really strong takes, and then we had some weak ones. And at halftime, we reminded them to just go strong and be fearless. And you saw we came out in the third quarter and sort of punched them in the mouth with 3 straight strong takes. Ryan, to the rim, and I thought that set the tone for the whole second half. And kind of, we always talk about winning the third quarter, and I thought that was the best third quarter start we've had all year. We just came right out with it. And
we thought so too.
Yeah, and going strong to the rim was a big part of that. And then I was really proud of the way we finished the game off in the fourth quarter, kind of going into our delay game, but then also executing out of the delay game and getting some layups late in the shot clock. And as I said to the guys after the game, that's really demoralizing for a team when they're trying to come back and you use 27, 28 seconds and then you get a layup with 2 on the shot clock.
Right.
You got a bucket, you use 30 seconds, and it's kind of demoralizing. So I was really proud of that execution.
And so here we go. This is going to be one of those no-look passes from
pass.
Rogers
That
to
was crazy.
Hughes. We were talking about that. I mean, again, there's the confidence right there, knowing Rogers is coming up. By the time he's moving that arm around, there's no way he's going to convert that back to a layup, right? He knows that that's the spot on the floor where Hughes is supposed to be, and Hughes knows that that's the spot on the floor that he wants to be to get that ball.
Yeah, that's not coaching. That's just 2 guys that have been playing with each other since they were little kids.
It's just chemistry.
And just know where the other guy's going to be, and it's like I said, it makes these guys a lot of fun to coach.
So you guys have had 3 games this week. You've had 7 games in the last 15 days.
7 games in 15 days. I don't know how they feel, but I know I'm exhausted.
Pretty tired.
It's been a lot of preparation. It's been a lot of film work and game planning, and having 2 postponements from the first week of the season kind of put us in a weird spot. But they've handled it really well. This guy especially, we ask him to do so much. He plays so many minutes, usually the whole game if it's close. Monday, I told him I was going to get him a little rest at the end of the first quarter into the second quarter, and then he came out and had 9 points in the first quarter, so I said, forget that. We're just going to let him cook. But, we ask so much of him, and, he just does a really good job taking care of his body, eating well, getting his sleep, drinking water, and just his strength and conditioning work, and it allows him to do that. He's a tough kid, and but yeah, it'll be nice to get back into a normal routine of like Tuesday, Friday, having a second to breathe and work on our own stuff at practice and just get these guys on the court a little bit. But it'll be nice to have a day off and get some rest tomorrow. I'm exhausted.
Maybe just a day to take a day off.
There will be no film study tomorrow. I am exhausted, so we'll see these guys on Sunday.
Well, you guys were impressive tonight. It was a really great win. Strong, solid win. We were watching it in the first half, and we were like, this is going to go back and forth all night long.
Yeah, it usually does.
And then in the third quarter, you guys just came out and punched them right in the mouth, as Coach said. And we were talking about it over here. We're like, that third quarter made such a difference.
Definitely.
And closed out.
It closed it out, and it even allowed you the opportunity to clear your bench,
which is always nice. It's
shout out to those
sometimes
guys.
I get a little paranoid because I've seen Stoughton make some crazy comebacks over the years, threes and things like that. So we made sure that the game was all set. But it's nice to get those guys out there. They're great kids. They practice hard just like everybody else does, and it's great to get them some opportunities. And you saw the home crowd really responded.
Absolutely.
The crowd was really excited to see those guys out there.
Foxboro's own Taco Fall.
Right,
yeah,
but it was fun.
Excited.
It was fun to get those guys in there. And what's really nice to see is when we do get into that position and those guys go in, the guys like him, starters and guys that play all the time, they really support them from the bench. And, and it feels great when you're a freshman or a sophomore and you're a young guy on the team and you're a swing guy and you see, guys like Brandon Board out there having your back and supporting you. It feels good, and it just lets me know that we have a close-knit team that's ready to do some big things.
Well, I hope for you that this is a big win that you guys can build on and keep running
Bring
through.
Some momentum.
I hope you get a little bit of rest tomorrow and spend it with family, friends, or anybody you or by yourself in a hyperbaric chamber if that's what you need to do, I guess.
Might not be a bad move for him. Get some rest, get his body back.
Thank you for spending the time with me after the game.
Thanks for helping out.
Congratulations,
Appreciate
guys.
it. All right, thanks a lot.
Great
Appreciate
night.
it, Kevin.
Thank you, guys.